हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, दंडवत प्रणाम। Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. We'll start in a few minutes.
So you can run, Prabhuji. Okay, if you want me to run, I can.
I can run. I'll let you know. Okay.
Yeah.
I can run. Today I can run.
Okay, Prabhuji.
I'll let you know.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shall I do Mangalacharan till then, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Giriraj Prabhu, are you there?
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for waiting. Hare Krishna, Danda Pranam. Hallelujah, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Vidnam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Panchakadeshadaya Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktananda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pāṇam lāgāyate girim yat krupātam Sri Guruntam Tam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarva Vasangatopeva Yasmare Tundari Kaksham Sabhakhya Bhyantram Suchi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu. Let me quickly read basic calendar. April 3rd. Let's share this one. April 3rd, 4.19. 4.19 verse. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagni jnanagni dagdha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagnidam dagdha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. One is understood. Everybody please read translation. Nice verse. Read this translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat.
Hare Krishna. Please read.
Translation. One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother. One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. Prabhupada writes, knowledge and detachment. Detached to what? Detached to sensual activities, sense gratification. One is understood to be in full knowledge. How can we get that full knowledge? By reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and a pure devotee's life story, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Charitamrita. One is understood to be, or Prabhupada Lilamrita. One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. Problem with why we are binding? desire for sense gratification. He wanted to enjoy. That's the thing. Bodily enjoyment. So he said by sages to be worker for whom the reactions won't play of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. Perfect knowledge given by only perfect person. Who is that perfect absolute person? Krishna is the perfect person. No four defects. Right? We all know four defects, right? Uh, we commit mistakes, we become illusion, and what are the four mistakes? Four defects of a living entity, human beings. We commit mistakes, becoming
Cheating propensity, illusion, imperfect senses.
Perfect. Yes, bro. Yes. So that's the thing. So how can we call a person perfect person who is not into the four defects? That's why Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is a perfect person, and whatever literature comes from him, Vedas, Veda is server, Ahameva Vedyo, Vedanta Krut Veda Devacha. Krishna is given this knowledge. So this knowledge, when we take shelter of this knowledge, we become perfect. By becoming perfect with this knowledge, we divide off sense gratification. By dividing off sense gratification, we don't need to take birth again. So this is the thing. Reactions of work have been burned. So how are we getting the births? The reactions of work only, na? So when burned up, no birth. Thank you so much. So we'll start with the PDFs. It's been a long time. We didn't follow. So I'll open this PDF and we'll start reading. Okay. So just give me one more minute for downloading. Thank you, bro, Raj bro, again sharing those two PDFs. Appreciate it. Will do. What is that? SB Subodhini 3.4 and SB Subodhini 3.5. And CC also sent, bro. CC, you did it take now?
Yes, I didn't share. Today I'll share probably.
Yeah. Okay. Just sharing 3.4. Bhagavatam 3.4. Third canto, 4th chapter. Share. Now over to devotees. Vidra approaches Maitreya, so I'm just sharing. Navneeta Mataji, Hare Krishna, please start reading all the sections. All the sections.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. 1, 2, 3. Disappearance of the Yadus. The Yadus drank liquor, became delirious, and destroyed each other by the influence of the Lord's Maya. 4 to 13. Lord Krishna met Uddhava and Maitreya Rishi. 4 to 8 verse talks about 8 Dwaraka. The Lord told Uddhava to go to Badrikashrama, but Uddhava followed him to Prabhasa and saw Krishna sitting under a banyan tree. 9th verse, Maitreya arrived there out of own accord. 10 to 13 verse, the Lord was more attentive to Uddhava. Knowing your desire for my association, I avowed it. This is your last life. I spoke the Chatushloki to Brahma. 14 to 18, overwhelmed Uddhava glorified and prayed to the Lord. 15th verse, I prefer your service over the 4 Purusharthas. 16 to 17 verse, your activities bewilder even the wise. 18 verse, kindly explain to me the knowledge of yourself. 19 to 22 verse, hearing from the Lord, Uddhava started for Badarikashrama. 19 to 20 verse, Lord instructed Uddhava about his Paramam Sthitim. 21 to 22 verse, to mitigate the separation, Uddhava decided to follow the Lord's instruction to go to Badrikashrama. 23 to 27, Vidra sought spiritual knowledge from Uddhava. Uddhava directed Vidra to Maitreya to avoid Maryada Vyatikrama. 28 to 32, Uddhava's special role after the disappearance of the Lord. Krishna decided to depart and thought that Uddhava can disseminate the transcendental knowledge about him. 33 to 36, Vidra's enlightenment by Uddhava and further journey. 33 to 35 verse, hearing from Uddhava and understanding that the Lord remembered him at the last moment, Vidra cries. 36 verse, meets Maitreya on bank of Ganges.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. We'll go through each section and quickly read it. 1, 2, 3, disappearance of the Yadus. Deepa Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Disappearance of the Yadus. 1. With the Lord's permission, Tat Anugyata. The Yadus ate the remnants of the prasada offered to the Brahmanas and also drank liquor. They became delirious and used harsh words at each other. 2. Due to intoxication, their minds became unbalanced and they destroyed each other, just as bamboos by mutual friction create fire and destroy the entire forest. How could the eternal associates of the Lord be vanquished in his presence? 3rd, this is an action of Lord's Maya, Swatma Mayaya. Witnessing this, Lord Krishna sipped the water of the river Saraswati and sat down under a tree. Note point. The Devatas who entered into various Yadavas, the Lord's eternal associates, separated themselves from those Yadavas and came to Prabhasa Kshetra. Krishna wanted them to be dispatched to their respective abodes as the mission of his descent was accomplished. Further, it was a convincing display for the common people to think that the Yadavas were destroyed by killing each other.
Yes, Mother. Thank you, Mother. Hare Krishna. 4 to 13. Vani Mataji.
Prabhuji, this is very important. This note point is there, no? Earlier. Yeah. Please, highlight that. Actually, that is very important. Actually, only those people who are devatas who came from Devata Loka, the Swarga Loka has been back. Okay, not the pure devotees of the Lord.
Achha, okay.
Yeah, Prabhuji, most of the time we thought that his associates in the Goloka only come here, no, as his like entourage. Then how is this, Prabhuji?
No. This, actually, see, Bhagavatam doesn't describe about these devotees actually mainly who come from Devata Loka. But other scriptures like Mahabharata, who are into this Dharmartha Kama Moksha, they describe about these personalities who all came from Devata Loka to the Bhuloka to assist Lord. Only those devotees has gone to, who came from this Varga Loka or Devata Loka has gone to Prabhasa Kshetra. Not everyone.
Okay, so the Yadavas were mainly the Devatas, is it, Prabhuji?
Many of them.
Okay, not necessarily all of them. Like Uddhava may not have been.
This Rudra, this Uddhava. So, and many others also. There are many other devotees like Sudhama. He also never been. Okay. So his eternal associates also has come, and the Devatas has also come. Because Devatas has an Icha to rule this world again, so they have gone back. But the process they have taken is through Prabhakshet, which is very bewildering. Prabhu,
yes, we'll continue. Yeah. Vani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, please continue.
Yeah. 1 to 3, disappearance of the Yadus.
No. 4 to 13.
Okay. 4 to 13, Krishna meets Uddhava and Maitreya Rishi. 4th, Lord Krishna is the vanquisher of distress of surrendered souls. Prananarthi Harena.
Prapannarthi
Harena. Okay. Previously in Dwarka, he told me to go to Badrikashram. Krishna spoke to Uddhava for 2 reasons. Both reasons reflect his quality of being Prananarthi Harena. He wanted to remove Uddhava's suffering of separation after the disappearance of the Lord and his family. And second, he told Uddhava to go to Badrikashrama to relieve the pain of the sages there by speaking about Bhakti, Jnana, Vairagya and the Lord's pastimes. See 3.4.30. Second, when the purpose of Krishna's descent to remove the burden of the earth had been fulfilled, the demigods headed by Brahma came to Dwarka to inform Lord Krishna that the time for his disappearance had arrived. Realizing the imminent departure of his beloved Lord, Uddhava approached Krishna and requested that he may also be allowed to go to the spiritual world along with Krishna. Then Krishna spoke to Uddhava the deepest philosophical section of the Bhagavatam, namely Uddhav Gita, and finally instructed Uddhava to go to Badrikashram. See 11.6 and 11.29. 5th, Uddhava separation. Fifth, Uddhava separation. Yet, in spite of knowing his desire, being unable to bear separation from his lotus feet, Pada Vilakshana Samha. ఏంటి ప్రభుజీ ఇది పాద విలక్షణేన క్షమా
పాద విశ్లేషణ క్షణం క్షమ పాద
పాద విశ్లేషణ క్షణం క్షమ ఓకే పాద విశ్లేషణ క్షమ I followed him from Dwarka to Prabhasa.
ఎవరు ఈ పిక్చర్ చెప్పండి మీరే, ఈ పిక్చర్లు ఉన్నారు ఎవరు మాతది వారి మాత
Prabhuji, తెలియదు ప్రభుజీ, I don't know. ఉద్ధవ అయితే చెట్టు కింద కదా కలిసింది కృష్ణుణ్ణి. So this shows like a Rajmahal or something. It cannot be Sudama. I don't know, Prabhuji.
No, Mataji. Uddhava will meet in the palace only.
ఉద్ధవ
తర్వాత కృష్ణుడు వెళ్తాడు అక్కడికి.
ఓకే నేను ఇంకా ఫారెస్ట్ లో ట్రీ కింద ట్రీ కూడా డిస్క్రైబ్ చేస్తారు కదా ప్రభుజీ. He sits there under the tree and then he gives discourse. ఉద్ధవ్ గీత చెప్తాడు కదా ఉద్ధవుడికి.
ఓకే no this one is here only. ఇదంతా చెప్పాక అప్పుడు ఉద్ధవ్ గీత ఇక్కడే చెప్తాడు యాక్చువల్లీ టు ద ప్రభాస క్షేత్రంలో చెప్పడం మాతాజీ. ప్రభాస క్షేత్రంలో ఉండి ఆయన చంపడానికి వెళ్తాడు లాస్ట్ లో అంతే.
ఓకే
తర్వాత మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తాడు.
దాంట్లోనే ఒక డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఉంది ట్రీ గురించి. ఏ ట్రీకి అయితే కృష్ణుడు ఆనుకుంటాడో ఆనుకుని కూర్చుంటాడో ఆ ట్రీ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఇస్తారు అనమాట. దెన్ అనాలజీ వస్తుంది. ఆ ట్రీకి బ్యాక్ సైడ్ కృష్ణ ఇస్ లైక్ ఇగ్నోరెన్స్, ఫ్రంట్ కూర్చుంది అని అది ఉంది ప్రభుజీ. ఐ రిమెంబర్ రీడింగ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ ద ఎగ్జామ్.
ఉద్ధవ్ గీత యు ఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఉద్ధవ్ గీత మాతాజీ.
యా ఉద్ధవ్ గీత ప్రభుజీ.
ఓకే లెట్ మీ సీ మాతాజీ. ఐ డిడ్ంట్ రిమెంబర్ దెన్. ఓకే
ట్రీ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ కూడా వస్తుంది ప్రభుజీ. లైక్ వేర్ దట్ పర్టిక్యులర్ ట్రీ హి సిట్స్, ద పోస్చర్ హౌ హి కృష్ణ సిట్స్ with his left leg and fold something undi ప్రభుజీ. not recollecting కానీ యా ప్రభుజీ ఎవరు ప్రభుజీ అయినా ఇప్పుడు కృష్ణుడి పక్కన కూర్చుంది? ఉద్ధవుడేనా? ఓకే
ఉద్ధవుడు కలవదండి రాయి మాది ప్యాలెస్ లో.
ఓకే అదే నేను కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయింది అంటే పిక్చర్ లోనే ట్రీ సెట్టింగ్ అది లేదు, ప్రాపర్ ప్యాలెస్ సెట్టింగ్ ఉంది.
ప్రాపర్ వైష్ణవ డివోటీ లా ఉన్నట్టు చూసారా? సో కుచేలుడు కాదు ఎవరు, సుధామ విప్రబ్రాహ్మణ కాదు, ఆయన చిరిగిపోయి బట్టలుండి వేరే ఉంటాడు కదా. చదవండి ఇది 6, 7, 8 చదవండి.
Uddhava sees Krishna searching for my lord and I saw him deeply thinking alone, taking shelter on the bank of river Saraswati, although he is the shelter of Lakshmi Shri Niketan. Student Prabhuji akkade vachindi bank river, he is at the river Saraswati. Then there is a description of the tree. I saw a beautiful form with a glowing dark complexion, Swayam Vadatam, full of bliss and knowledge. Shyama Vadatam, full of bliss and knowledge. Virajam, peaceful reddish eyes. Prashantaruna Lochanam. I could recognize him as the Supreme Lord by his 4 hands. Dorbis Chaturbhid. And yellow silk garments. Pita Kausamparena.
Nice, wonderful Sanskrit language matadi. Shama Vadatam, dark complexion. Virajam, full of bliss and knowledge. Peaceful ladies I see. Prashantaruna Lochanam.
Okay, yeah, it's beautiful, Prabhuji. English lo chadavadam I struggle every time.
Chaturbhud. Silk garments, Pita Kaushambarena. Okay.
Pita Kaushambarena. Okay. His sitting posture. Yeah, Prabhuji, chudandi ikkada resting against a young banyan tree. I was telling you this. His sitting posture. 8, his sitting posture, resting against a young banyan tree. Arbhaka Ashwatam indicates this universe is the smallest of all. Material energies are kept to his back, with his right lotus foot on his left thigh, giving a
giving up his pastimes in this world. Tyakta pipalam. He was blissful. Should
Thank
I
you.
continue, Prabhuji? Yeah.
Thank you. We'll give it
Thank
to Rashmi Mataji. Continue from 9.
Hare
Rashmi,
Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam.
please read 9th verse.
Maitreya Rishi, a Mahabhagavata and the friend of Vyasa, reached there at that time out of his own perfect accord. The meeting of Maitreya, who is not a pure devotee, with the Lord is due to his accidental devotional service of Ajanta Sukriti. 10th, Krishna attention towards Uddhava. Maitreya was attached to Lord Krishna and heard from him submissively, with a smile and a particular glance upon me, having allowed me to rest. The Lord spoke as follows. Note point: although both Uddhava and Maitreya were great soul, Krishna was more intimate and attentive towards Uddhava as he was a spotlessly pure devotee, while Maitreya at that time was a Jnani Bhakta, one whose devotion is mixed with monastic viewpoint.
Continue.
Lord Krishna spoke to Uddhava. 11th, O Vasu, I know your heart's desire. Manasipsitam. For my association, Mat Siddhi Kamena, with which you worshipped me in a sacrifice, I will award you that rare benediction which is difficult for other to achieve. Note point: Uddhava is an eternal associate, Nitya Siddha, of the Lord, and the plenary portion of Uddhava was one of the 8 Vasus, Sadhana Siddha, who entered the Nitya Siddha Uddhava. Here Uddhava is revealed as Siddhana Siddha to protect the confidentiality of his pastimes. Also, the Lord is indicating to Maitreya the importance of association of the Lord. 12th, your present life is the last. Now you can go to Vaikuntha. Your visit to me in this lonely place when I am about to disappear from the vision of this world. It because of your pure devotional service and is a great boon for you. 13. I spoke unto Brahma at the beginning of creation about my transcendental glories, which the sages describe as Srimad Bhagavatam, Chatushloki.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my Prabhuji also joined same my iPad, Prabhuji.
You want to read, huh?
My Prabhuji is there, Prabhuji, in my laptop only.
Okay. Yeah, I will call out its name, okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So Uddhava is an eternal associate, Nitya Siddha. This point, the plenary portion of Uddhava was one of the 8 Vasus who entered the Nitya Siddha Uddhava. Here Uddhava is revealed as Sadhana Siddha to protect the confidentiality of his pastimes. Also, the Lord is indicating to Maitreya the importance of association with the Lord. Okay. Continue. Sirisha Mataji, Hare Krishna. You are there?
She went outside just now.
Acha. Okay, bro. Mere Sadantu. Mere Raju Prabhu, then Sapan Prabhu. Then Gaurav Prabhu.
12th Prabhuji.
14 to 18. 14.
Yeah, 14 to 18. Overwhelmed with Uddhava glorified and prayed to the Lord. 14. Uddhava to Vidura. I was overwhelmed by the Lord's reciprocation. My words failed in tears and my hair erupted. Smearing my tears with folded hand, I spoke. Uddhava to the Lord. 15th. I preferred your service, not for Purusharthas. Devotees who engage in your loving service have no difficulty in achieving anything, including liberation. But I am anxious only to serve your lotus feet.
Chaina, Prabhu.
Chaina.
Chaina. कोन्वीक्षते पादसरोजभाजा सुदुर्लभोरितेषु चतुष्वपीह तथापि नाहं प्रवृणोमि भूमन् भवत्पदाम्भोजनिषेवनोत्सुकः. Thank you, Prabhu.
అట్లా వేయండి మన రాజు ప్రభు. ట్రై చేయండి.
को निश्वपादा सरोजभाजाम् सुदुर्लभोरुतेषु चतुष्वपीह तथापि नाहं प्रणब्रूमि भूमान् भवत्पदाम्भोज निष्वेनोतेक्षु.
Yes.
16th.
The meaning, you know, I prefer your service, not four purusharthas. Purusharthas చెప్పు రాజు ప్రభు. What are the four purusharthas?
ధర్మ అర్థ కామ మోక్ష.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah, 16th. Contradictions in you. The intelligence of even the learned sages become disturbed. Kidati dhir vidam by your activities. First one, karmanya anihasya. You engage in fruitive work, although you are free from all desires. Second, bhavo abhavasya. You take birth, although you are unborn. Third, durgasyo tari bhayat palayanam kalap mano. You flee in fear of enemy. Fourth, pramada yutasramanaha swatam rateha. You enjoy household life with many women, although you enjoy within yourself. Can you continue?
We continue.
Yeah. 17th, you called upon me for consultation as if bewildered, although you are never bewildered. This act of yours bewilders me. 18th, kindly explain the knowledge of yourself which you have spoken to Brahma 3.4.13 and also that which solves all the above contradictions. If you think I am competent, by that I will cross this ocean of sorrow after your disappearance. Hare Krishna. Sirisha wants to.
Sure. Mata, continue.
Hare Krishna.
19 to 22. Hearing from the Lord, Uddhava started for Badrikashtama. Uddhava to Vidura. 19. When I expressed my heartfelt desires, the lotus-eyed Lord instructed me about his transcendental situation. Paramam Stitim. The Lord's Paramam Stitim includes what he did not speak to Brahma in the Chatusloki. His inconceivable pastimes and dealings with his devotees in Dwaraka and Vrindavana. 20. Separation. I have studied the path of self-knowledge, Paramam Stitam, from the Lord, and after that I have come here very much aggrieved due to separation. How will Uddhava live in such pain of separation?
Complete 21-22 also.
21. Service mitigates separation. I am now mad for the pleasure of seeing the Lord, and to mitigate this, I am now proceeding to Badrikashtama for association as I have been instructed by him. 22. In Badrikashtama, Naranarayana sages have been undergoing penance for the welfare of all. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, Mata, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Sapan Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Vidura sought spiritual knowledge from Uddhava. Knowledge mitigates grief. After hearing about annihilation of relatives, Vidura pacified his overwhelming bereavement by dint of his transcendental knowledge that Uddhava spoke from 3.2.7. While Mahabhagavata Uddhava was going away, Kauravarsabha Vidura questioned him in affection and confidence. Vidura to Uddhava, Devotees wander to deliver because servants of Vishnu wander in the interest of serving others. Vishnur Bhritaya Swabhritayatha Kritas Charanti. So you kindly describe the self-knowledge with which you have been enlightened by the Lords. Although competent, Uddhava was not ready to accept the elder and respectable Vidura. Scroll shall probably. As his disciple, especially when the elderly Maitreya was nearby. And he was careful about the offense of Maryada Vyatikrama, or impertinently surpassing a great personality. Uddhava to Vidura, you may take lessons from the great learned sage Maitreya. He was also directly instructed by the Lord. Uddhava departs. After discussing with Vidura about the Lord's qualities, Uddhava spent the night, which passed like a moment, on the bank of Yamuna, and then departed in the morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. 28 to 32. Gaurav Prabhuji, please continue.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, 28 to 32, Uddhava's special role after the disappearance of the Lord. 28, Parikshit Maharaj. Why did Uddhava remain alone on this planet after his disappearance of the Lord and his associates? Sukadev Goswami. Lord Krishna desires to disappear from the earth after dispatching his excessively numerous family members in the plea of sage's curse. Krishna does not give up his body like the ordinary conditional soul. His body and his self are identical. He appears and disappears out of his own will and potency as repeatedly confirmed by the scriptures and acharyas. 31. Lord Krishna thought to himself. 30. The only qualified one. Uddhava, the foremost of my devotees, is the only one who can entrust with knowledge about me. Jananam, Jnanam, Mad Ashrayam. 31. Uddhava is not inferior to me in any way because he is never affected by Maya, Gunar, Narditya, a specific qualification of the representative of the Lord. Therefore, he may remain here to decimate specific knowledge about me. 32. Uddhava followed the instruction of the Lord, Trilok Guru, reached Badrikashrama and worshipped the Lord in trance. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So today's verse, Bhagavad the verse also in connection with these points, with the knowledge of Supreme only, we can get rid of bondage. We can get rid of sense gratification, divide of sense gratification through knowledge consistently. And with the help of, that's why first process is chanting the holy names of the Lord with focus, attention, and focus and attention. Two things are very important in chanting. That will easy to get rid of the conditional things. Okay, anyway, 33 to 36. Let me finish and then done with this chapter. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. 33 to 36. Vidura's enlightenment by Uddhava and further journey. 33 to 34. The Lord's glories. Vidura heard from Uddhava about the Lord's appearance, activities, and disappearance. The Lord's glorious activities increase the perseverance of the intelligent, Dhiranam Dhairyavardhanam, and is incomprehensible for the unintelligent who are like beasts. 34. Vidura overwhelmed. Understanding that he was remembered by Lord Krishna, Vidura began to cry loudly, overwhelmed by ecstasy of love. 3.5.21. In 3.5.21 also, Maitreya informed Vidura, the Lord had felt confidential knowledge with me. The Lord had left confidential knowledge with me to share with you. 36. Vidura meets Maitreya. Vidura reached the bank of the Ganges where the great sage Maitreya was situated. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. You will be done with this chapter. So these are the last times actually. Vidura approaches Maitreya, how he approached. We have gone through all these sections. One important verse, ultimately, this is the thing. Uddhava to the Supreme Lord. Any devotee, so that is their pure devotee's consciousness. Service, service, service. Always serving Supreme Lord in any conditions of life. Devotees who engage in your loving service have no difficulty in achieving anything, including liberation. But I'm anxious only to serve you, sweet. Okay, we'll continue with the 3.5 also. Let us start reading another 10 minutes. Okay, let us begin.
Prabhuji, just wanted to interrupt you, Prabhu. Sorry.
Japan.
From 3.5 to 3.9, everything will be like it will be like creation, Prabhu. Okay, chapters will go a bit tough, but I request everyone to pay a bit more attention. Okay, only then we can understand the other parts of the Bhagavatam.
3.5 to 3.9.
ఎందుకంటే క్రియేషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుద్ది ఇప్పుడు అంతా ఒకటి ఏంటంటే గ్రీక్ లాటిన్ లా ఉంటుంది లాంగ్వేజ్ అంతా. సో ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ డివోటీస్ టు కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ మోర్ దీస్ పార్ట్స్. ఓకే, ఇది అయిపోయాక ఈవెన్ దో ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ యూ డోంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఎనీథింగ్, దట్ ఈస్ ఓకే, బట్ పే యువర్ అటెన్షన్, దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ నీడెడ్. ఓకే, ఈవెన్ దో you didn't understand, it's okay, no issues, because Bhagavatam will reveal to you some things, but what it seeks from you is your attention for some time. Thank you so much.
Yes, bro. Every time, see, that's the thing. Even though, yes, Prabhuji said correctly, right? So even though it won't understand, but it will, over time, it will reveals to us by our sincere attempts to read. Krishna will bestow mercy. Okay, won't get right away. So these are the higher topics, but regularly and consistently, if we do this service, regular reading and discussing some of these points, Krishna is going to reveal us. That's for sure. Bhavantudu inka vere option ledu. He has to reveal us, that's it. But we have to show that okati manam cheyali endeavor and his mercy. So we'll start. I'm going to read this section and go over to videos. Okay, so this is 3.5. Vidura's talks with Maitreya. In the previous chapter, what we see, Vidura's approaches Maitreya. Now here, conversation between both of them. Vidura's talks with Maitreya. 3.5, Vidura's talks with Maitreya. The sections 1 to 9 verses talks about Vidura's questions to Maitreya. Second one, how to live for real happiness. 3 to 4, devotees travel to show compassion on fallen souls. 5 to 9, describe about Purushavasaras, Virat Rupa, Leela Avataras, living conditions on different planets and different living entities. Remember that we already gone through the purports as well as translations. This guides is going to give us some another one more time. Referration, we get the feeling of refer again. 2 times we feel that. Sadhana Toko chapter. Okay. 5 to 9, describe about Purushavasaras, Virat Rupa, Leela Avataras, living conditions on different planets and different living entities. 10 to 16 verses, Vidura's exclusive interest in Krishna Katha. 10th verse, I am satiated with hearing Mahabharata. 11 to 15, describe only Krishna Katha that vanquishes miseries, increases detachment, create auspiciousness, and is the essence of all topics. Krishna Katha is going to give 3 things: vanquishes miseries, increases detachment, creates auspiciousness. 16, start with Purushavasaras. Ikkanja creation gurinchi explanations. 17 to 21, Maitreya Rishi honored Vidura and expressed gratitude. You are the son of Vyasadeva. You are Yamaraja himself. The Lord left instructions with me for you. 22 to 38, Maitreya Rishi described the process of creation. The Lord, who existed prior to the creation, glanced upon material nature, which underwent various transformations under the influence of time and gave rise to the 23 elements. 39 to 51, elemental demigods offered prayers to the Lord. 39 to 43, curious shelter of the Lord's lotus. Glorious. Of course, curious. Glorious shelter of the Lord's lotus feet. We all have to be curious and hanker for that. Glorious shelter of the Lord's lotus feet. 44 to 47, qualified and unqualified candidates for the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet. 48 to 51, prayers for enlightenment and directions. Some of the devotees who missed last time in 3.5, they have recited wonderful verses continuously. The help of Lalit Prabhu. Important verses. I have captured those verses. We may recite later. Anyway, this is one note point. After this section is 3.1 to 4. 1 to 4 means 1 to 4 chapters, okay? Third canto, first chapter to fourth chapter, described the nature of the Supreme Lord, the shelter of creation, Angi. Now in 3.5, Maitreya begins the topic of Sarga, the primary creation, Anga. So we'll continue, okay? Just now, devotees join. Chandra Prabhu join, Akinchan Prabhu. Okay, with you, we'll start. Chandravel Prabhu and next Akinchan Prabhu, please be ready and start reading another chapter.
Hare Krishna.
Chandra, please.
Okay. Vidura's 1 to 9, Vidura's questions to Maitreya Rishi. 1. Vidura, who had perfected his devotional service, Achyuta Bhava Siddha, approached Maitreya Rishi at Haridwar and inquired from him as follows. Vidura, out of his natural humility, did not inquire from Maitreya directly about the Lord's form, pastimes, etc., but inquired into a subject more relevant to the common man. Further, as he heard from Uddhava, 3.4.10, that the Lord particularly spoke to Uddhava, he did not want to ask Maitreya about higher topics and waited for Maitreya to explain them on his own. 2. How to mitigate distress. In this world, everyone is engaged in fruitive activities, karma for happiness, but they find neither happiness, sukham, nor satisfaction, nor satiation or detachment, uparamam. Rather, they increase their suffering in dukkam. Please, therefore, give us the directions on how to live for real happiness. Sukhaya,
Chen, if you can do.
Sukhaya karmani karoti loko natayidukam vanyaduparamam va vindeta bhuyastata eva dukkam yadatra yuktam bhagavan veduna. Great philanthropic soul travel on the earth on behalf of the Lord Jagannath to show compassion on the fallen souls who are averse to the sense of subordination to the Lord and are thus suffering. Janasya Krishna imukshaya daiva adharma silasya sudukkitasya anugraheya chanantinanunam bhutani bhavyani janardhanasya. Shall I continue, Prabhuji?
టైం కూడా చూద్దాం ప్రభు, ఎందుకంటే అందరూ ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ సరి ఇద్దాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు. ఓకే, అకించాం ప్రభు, ఇది చదవండి 7 వరకు.
Hare Krishna. 4. Give me instruction on the transcendental devotional service of the Lord, so that Paramatma is pleased to impart knowledge of the absolute truth as Brahman, Paramatman, and Bhagwan from within. Purusha Avataras. How does the independent and desireless Lord Krishna, the Lord of the three Purushas, Trayadisha, accept incarnations to create and maintain this world? Many forms. Please describe how Karnodakashayi Vishnu sleeps in Viraja river, Karnaka ocean, and how the one Lord expands into many forms during the time of creation. Lilamrita describe the Lord's various pastimes that produce auspiciousness for the Brahmanas, cows, and Devatas. Our mind are never satisfied hearing them.
Satiated. Our minds are never satiated hearing them.
Never satiated hearing them.
Try to recite, Prabhu.
Kridam vidyate dvijo so suranam Shema karmanya atva avatara bhedaya Namona tripat triyapati api shanvata naha susloka maulas charitamritani. Planets, how does the Lord Adi Lokanatha creates different planets along with their rulers, where living entities are situated in different modes? Living creatures, how does the Lord, as Brahma, creates the nature's activities, forms, features, and names of different living creatures?
Very good. Thank you very much. They're all Vidura's questions to Maitreya. Important chapter, important section also. So Vidura is going to explain continuously. Okay. So two verses at Lazavudam quickly. Two verses, yeah, in this Subhadini. Now I'll ask names, okay? Deepa Madhuri, 10, 11.
Yes, Prabhuji. 10. No lesser topics. Being devoid of the nectar of Krishna's pastimes, the lesser topics like the higher and lower status of human society, Mahabharat, which I heard from Vyasdeva, have not satisfied me. Linking point, but you have heard plentiful discussions about Krishna also. 11. No satiation. Who in human society can be fully satisfied with hearing the talks of the Lord, Tirthapada, who is worshipped by great devotees? Such topics can cut off one's bondage simply by entering the holes of one's ears. Kastृप्नुयातीर्थपदोऽभिधानात् सत्रेषु वसूरिभिरित्यमानात् यः कर्णनाडीं पुरुषस्य यातो भवप्रदां गेह चिन्नति. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So now 12, 13. Vani Mataji. 12, 13, Vani Mataji. Navanita Mataji.
Prabhuji. Yeah. Chalana, Prabhuji.
12, 13 చేయండి.
Okay. Purpose of Mahabharata. Your friend Vasudeva Vyasadeva has described Mahabharata to attract the mass of people to Krishna Katha, Bhagavad Gita, through material topics. 13. Result of hearing. Krishna Katha increases indifference to all other things, and such remembrance of his lotus feet vanquishes all miseries without delay. సశ్రద్ధన్య ఏంటో మన ఇది కొత్తగా ఉంది కదా ప్రభుజీ ఈ
కొత్త ఆ లైన్లు సీక్వెన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అంతే తేడా 4 లైన్ లాగా కనబడట్లేదు. సశ్రద్ధదానస్య వివర్ధమాన సేమ్ ట్యూన్.
ఓకే. సశ్రద్ధదానస్య వివర్ధమాన వీరకృతి
మాతాజీ ఇలా చేయండి లేకపోతే
ఓకే. సాశ్రద్ధదాన్యస్య వివర్ధమానా విరక్తిం అన్యత్ర కరోతి పుంసా హరే పదానుస్మృతి నిర్వితస్య సమస్త దుఃఖాపయం ఆసుధత్తే. Sorry, Prabhu, 100. Not concentrating fully on this. I'm not able to concentrate. Yeah.
Thank you. It's okay.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
14, 15. Navanita Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. 14. Sinful and ignorant persons, materialists who are averse to Krishna Katha, are pitied by the pitiable, impersonalist. I pure devotee pity both of them because their lives are spoiled. Ayurvrata, in rituals, smritinam, and speculation, vadagati. 15th, essence of all topics. O friend of the distressed, Ardha Bandho, Harikatha alone can do good for all. Sharma Dhatur, like bees collect honey from flowers, kindly choose and describe Kirtaya Tirtha Krite, the essence of all topics, Kadasus Sharam, for our welfare, Shivayana.
You can try.
Yes, Prabhu.
అట్లనే అదే ట్యూన్ ట్రై చేయొచ్చు. తదస్య కౌరవ సర్వదా.
Okay, Prabhu. Tatasya kausarva sharmadatur hare kadameva kadhasu saram udratya pushebhya ivarta bandho shivayana kirtaya tirtha kirte. Note point. Maitreya could not decide what to describe.
Pencil లేదా అది లింక్, అది నోటు ఇది లింక్.
Yes, Prabhuji. Link verse. Maitreya could not decide what to describe first, so Vidura hinted. 16. Please describe the activities of the Purusha avatars first. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Now, Rashmi Mataji. Rashmi Mataji, then Sirisha Mataji. Quickly.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
17 to 21. Maitreya Rishi honored Vidura and expressed gratitude. 17. Maitreya Rishi greatly honored Vidura and then spoke for the welfare of all. 18. By your glorious inquiries, Sadhu Prastham, you showed mercy both to me and this world, as your mind is absorbed in transcendence. Adhok Sajatmana. Adhok Sajatmana.
Adhokshayatmana. Okay.
Adhok Sajatmana.
Thank you.
90. Okay.
2 days. No, yes, we'll see.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Sirisha Mataji, if you are there.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
19, 20, 21 is అయిపోతుంది.
Okay, Prabhuji. 19. It's not astonishing because being born from Vyasadeva, you have accepted the Lord without deviation. Grihito Ananya Bhavena. 20. I know that you are Yamaraja, who are now Vidura due to the cursing of Mandavya Muni. 21. You are the Lord's eternal associate, and for your sake, the Lord left instructions with the before departing. Also refer to 3.4.35.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. I think all the Mataji is done. Now, Prabhu's 1-1-1-1 చేద్దాం. Time also. Sapan Prabhu, do it. Sapan Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Maitreya Rishi explained the process of creation. I shall describe to you the pastimes of Purusha incarnations, creation, maintenance, and destruction of the universe. To describe the creation process, Maitreya described the prior state first. Maitreya began to explain the purpose of Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Bhagwan alone existed prior to the creation of the universe as one without a second.
Thank you.
Neither the okay, Prabhu.
2 years. Thank you very much. Okay.
Neither.
Neither.
Yeah, neither the Purusha avatars nor the demigods existed at this stage. Hare Krishna.
Raju Prabhu finish 24, 25.
Hare Krishna.
ये कुंडी जरा दूर कर दो.
24. Yeah. Hare Krishna. 24. Before the creation, the external energy, Maya Shakti, was dormant, while the internal energy was manifest. The Lord Ekarath Drishta felt imperfect. The Lord Ekarath Drishta felt imperfect without the external energy, like a lonely husband in the absence of his wife. Note point: the Lord wanted to create the material cosmic manifestation to awaken the forgetful sleeping conditioned soul to spiritual consciousness, and thus give them another chance to go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
25 answer.
Yeah, 25. The Lord, the perfect seer, Samadrishta, through the agents of Maya, which works as both cause and effect. Sat Asat Atmika creates the entire material manifestation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Gaurav Prabhu. Oh, it's the section. It's okay. Gaurav Prabhu, complete 26.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 26. The Lord impregnates Prakriti. The Lord of Maha Vaikuntha, Adi Lokash, he is Ajoksha in his plenary expansion as Kara no Dhakshayi Vishnu Purusenatma Bhutena impregnates the material natures of three modes: Mayayam, Guna, Mayayam, Prakriti or Pradhana, with the living entities Jiva Sakti. This happens by the influence of his time potency, Kala Vritya. The Lord is Viravana and Viryavan, and the living entities Jiva Sakti are the Viryam. Every stage of the creation is influenced by the Lord's glance and the time factor and is associated with the material energy and the Jiva Sakti. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. 27.
Prabhuji,
Ah.
actually, these are
మనం
very important, Prabhu.
రేపు చూద్దాం రేపు చూద్దాం
రేపు చూద్దాం ప్రభు.
అదే అంటున్నా. నో నీడ్ టు రష్. ఇట్స్ ఓకే. విల్ కంటిన్యూ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్. రాజు ప్రభు, మేబీ టుమారో యూ ఆర్ మేబీ లావణ్య స్టార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ 22.
నేను అవైలబుల్ ఉంటాను.
From 22 onwards again we'll start. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Prabhuji, from tomorrow onwards, it will be a bit boring, but I'll take some time, Prabhu. If you allow me, it will not happen in 2 or 3 minutes, Prabhu.
but
sorry. But it is required, Prabhuji. It is required. The same creation was already explained by between, what you say, Brahma and Narada conversation. Now the same creation again happens between Maitreya and Vidra. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but here there will be a very, very detailed description here. So I'll just take some time tomorrow and day after tomorrow, because these verses from 26 to 37, they are very important.
Yeah, text on verse. Okay, అక్కడ నుంచి
25, 26 నుంచి 37 దాకా, ఇంకా లాస్ట్ దాకా
ఇక్కడ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా. 26 to 26 onwards ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. పాలసీ అండ్ గుడ్నెస్, పాలసీ అండ్ ప్యాషన్, అది ఇదంతా ఉంది. సౌండ్, స్కై, ఎయిర్, ఫైర్, ఇదంతా ఉంది. ఓకే. సో యా, ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ క్రియేషన్, కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్, అదంతా ఓకే. షూర్ బాబు. ఓకే, ఐ కెన్ గో హెడ్. నో నీడ్ టు రష్. రేపు ఎల్లుండి అది చేయండి. ఓకే బ్రో, విల్ స్టాప్ హియర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ రీడింగ్ శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం. Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So let us choose one more verse from Rudra Gita and recitation. I'm just sharing. Give me. So yesterday we all recited these 5 slokas of Rudra Gita, 39 to 43. So today we will learn 44. Okay. Go ahead, Prabhuji. మీరు రిసైడ్ చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ సినోనిమ్స్ అండ్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ ఒకసారి చదువుతాం ఇద్దరిద్దరం. లెట్ మీ రీడ్ సినోనిమ్స్. ఓకే. దర్శనం, విజన్, నహ, అవర్, didrikshunaam, desirous to see, dehi, kindly exhibit, bhagavata, of the devotees, architam, as worshipped by them, rupam, form, priyatamam, dearmost, swanam, of your devotees, sarva indriya, all the senses, guna, qualities, anjanam, very much pleasing, premanjanachyuta, anjanam, very much pleasing. Okay, yeah, one more devotee synonyms and then 2 devotees translation, and probably will start reciting. Okay.
Yeah, synonyms: darshanam, vision, na or didrikshanam, desirous to see, dehi, kindly exhibit, bhagavata, of the devotees, architam, as worshipped by them, rupam, form, priyatamam, dearmost, swanam, of your devotees, sarva indriya, all the senses, guna, qualities, anjanam, very much pleasing. Hare Krishna.
Translation devotees iddaru.
Hare Krishna. My dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that your very dear devotees worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form, for only that form worshipped by the devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of the senses.
Yeah, Mataji, someone of you can go ahead. Translation.
Translation. My dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that your very dear devotees worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form, for only that form worshipped by the devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of the senses. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So this is very self-understandable verse kind of. Okay, darshanam no didrukshunam. I wanted to see your form, O Krishna. Okay, this is what Rudra is praying. Dehi bhagavatarchitam. Your form, which actually devotees worship you. That is the form which I wanted to see, not other forms. Okay. Rupam priyatamam swanam. Swanam means your people. Means devotees. Rupam priyatamam. That rupam which is priyatamam to your devotees. Okay. Sarvendriya gunanjanam. What will that rupam does? Sarvendriya. All the senses will get satisfied with that form. Okay. So I want the form which your devotees see you. So what is the form which devotees see Krishna? Those are the 5 places which we described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Did you remember? Yasyananam makara kundala charu karna bhrajat sukho bhrajat kapola subhagam savilasahasam nityotsavam na tatra purdrishibi pibantyo naryana naroscha muditam kupita nimescha. So this is the seed verse of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. After listening this verse in 9th chapter, 9th canto, last chapter, our Parikshit Maharaj will tell, Arre, Sukadeva Goswami, stop. Now I don't want to hear anything other than the descriptions of this personality. Okay, this is where Bhakta like Sukadeva Goswami wants to hear more after hearing this shloka. And then what happens? Many other descriptions of devotees come in the 10th canto. Like Brahma will see in a different way. Okay. Brahmana Patnis will see in different way. And what is say? The gopis will see him in different way. And Lord Krishna's friends will see in him different way. So many other descriptions of Lord comes in 10th canto that we will discuss some other day. But here Rudra is telling, I want that form of you. Not like, when you, when you show your universal form. No, I don't want all those forms. I want only those forms which actually devotees see you. Okay, which you will show yourself to your devotees, because that is more satiating than other things. This is what Rudra's feeling was. Please recite this after me. I am sorry, I have taken a lot of time in explanation. Darshanam no didrikshunam. Please recite.
Darshanam no didrukshanam.
Darshanam no didrikshunam.
Darshanam no didrukshanam.
Darshanam no didrikshunam.
Darshanam no didrikshunam.
I'll say it 3 more times. Okay. Darshanam no didrikshunam.
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 Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
Dehi
bhagavatarchitam.
Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
Rupam priyatamam swanam.
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 Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
2 lines together. Darshanam. 2 lines together now. Darshanam no didrikshunam. Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
दर्शनं
दर्शनं
नो
नो
दिदृक्षूणां
दिदृक्षूणां
देहि
देहि
भागवतार्चितम्
भागवतार्चितम्
दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भागवतार्चितम्
दर्शनं
दर्शनं नो
दिदृक्षूणां
दिदृक्षूणां
देहि
देहि
भागवतार्चितम्
भागवतार्चितम्
दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भागवतार्चितम्
दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भागवतार्चितम्
रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
रूपं
रूपं प्रियतमं
प्रियतमं
स्वानां
स्वानां
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
रूपं
रूपं
प्रियतमं
प्रियतमं
स्वानां
स्वानां
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
रूपं प्रियतमं
प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
Okay, all the four lines together. Darshanam no didrikshunam dehi bhagavatarchitam rupam priyatamam swanam sarvendriya gunanjanam.
दर्शनं
दर्शनं
नो
नो
दिदृक्षूणां
दिदृक्षूणां
देहि
देहि
भागवतार्चितम्
भागवतार्चितं
रूपं
रूपं
प्रियतमां
प्रियतमं
स्वानां
स्वानां
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
Darshanam no didrikshunam dehi bhagavatarchitam rupam priyatamam swanam sarvendriya gunanjanam.
दर्शनं नो
दर्शनं नो
दिदृक्षूणां
दिदृक्षूणां
देहि
देहि
भागवतार्चितम्
भागवतार्चितं
रूपं प्रियतमं
रूपं प्रियतमं
स्वानां
स्वानां
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
Darshanam no didrikshunam dehi bhagavatarchitam rupam priyatamam swanam sarvendriya gunanjanam.
दर्शनं नो
नो
दिदृक्षूणां
दिदृक्षूणां
देहि
देहि
भागवतार्चितम्
भागवतार्चितं
रूपं
रूपं
प्रियतमं
प्रियतमं
स्वानां
स्वानां
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
Thank you so much, devotees. And Navneeta Mataji, you can start.
Yes, Prabhuji. Darshanam no didrukshunam dehi bhagavatarchitam rupam priyatamam svanam sarvendriya gunanjanam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Rashmi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भागवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम् थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु जी
Thank you, Mataji. Shirisha Mataji.
It's not there, Prabhuji.
Okay. Vani Mataji.
प्रभु जी दर्शनं नो दृदृक्षाणां देहि भागवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानं सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
प्रभु जी ओके
Yeah, yeah.
थैंक यू
Giriraj Prabhu, Lavanya Mataji unnara?
లేదు ప్రభుజీ
Oh, okay. Akinjan Prabhu.
yes, Prabhu. दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भागवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणार्जनम्
Thank you, Prabhu. Sapan Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
Hare. Go ahead, Prabhu.
गुणाञ्जनम्
Okay.
No, మళ్ళీ we are unable to hear you again.
Viనపడలేదు Prabhu.
Oh,
సగం
sorry, yeah.
పైన వినపడలేదు.
Internet connection.
Yeah.
दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भगवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
Very
Yeah,
good.
thank you, Prabhu. Chandramouli Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भगवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम्
Thank you, Prabhu. Raj Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Darshanam no didrikshanam dehi bhagavata architam rupam priyatamam swanam sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Giriraj Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. SB 4.24.44. दर्शनं नो दिदृक्षूणां देहि भागवतार्चितं रूपं प्रियतमं स्वानां सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाञ्जनम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing Rudra Gita also. We'll connect tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhave vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaः. Ananda Koti Vaishnavanda ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hitai Gaur Hari Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. See you all tomorrow. Okay, Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Hare
Please.
Krishna, Prabhuji, I have a question.
Chapter.
So what is that form that all devotees like to see? One single particular form that was there in the verse.
Barhapidam Prabhu.
Barhapidam
Barhapidam
Natavaram
verse is there.
Karnayo
Yeah.
Karnikaram. Okay. I'll check
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Ide form.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. See you on tomorrow. KC Wednesday. Hari Bol.